Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. Today we will start with a new topic, that is string. I hope you have seen the previous videos. This session is meant for beginners and we will move to the advanced level in the coming days. So let us start this video. What is a string? String is a set of characters which are enclosed in single quotes or double quotes. For example, we have to write any name like Rahul, Priya, etc. Or we have written any word or character which is enclosed in single quotes or double quotes. So that is called a string. Or a number. Like in this example, we have taken a string sub. Sub is equal to mathematics, and then we have printed the string print sub. So the output will be mathematics. We can also create an empty string. For example, if we have not written anything and it is enclosed in double quotes, we have left the space. Now how can we access the characters in the string? As we know that string is a collection of characters, we will start with index value 0 and then we will number it like 1, 2, 3, 4 till so on. The index number 0 represents the first character, index number 1 represents the second character, and so on. We can also access the characters in the reverse order. Index number -1 represents the last character of string. Index number -2 represents the second last character, and so on. So there are two methods of indexing used in Python to represent the character of string, that is positive indexing and negative indexing. For example, we have taken a string that is Python program. So the character P is represented by index number 0. Y will represent index number 1. Index number 2 will be represented by character T. If we do it in the reverse order, then we will label character M as -1. So index -1 represents the character M. Index number -2 represents character A. R represents -3. G represents -4 till so on. So if we want to know that which character is present at which index number, we can display that in the output. For example, string index number 4 represents character O. So O will be displayed in the output. str in the bracket we have written 4. Similarly, we have written str in the bracket we have written 6. So 6 represents the blank space. Similarly, we have written str -4. So index number -4 represents G character. So we will get G as an output. Please note that if you give the index number out of the range, then we will get an error. For example, we have written string str14. So none of the character represents index number 14. There is no character which represents index 14. So we will get an error. Strings are immutable. This is very important. Please note this. Strings are immutable means that we cannot change them after creating them. Strings cannot be changed after they are created. Like in this example, we have written str2. In the bracket we have written 2 is equal to s. Since we have already assigned the string value, so we cannot change the string now. So error will come. Next topic, traversing a string. Traversing is the process to move from one character to another character. To traverse a string character by character wise. To traverse a whole string, for loop is used. Now how can we use the for loop? Please see in the example. We have written str, string is equal to review. So we have taken a string that is review. Now we will apply the for loop for I in str. I is any variable. For I in str, now we are displaying the value of I. So in the output we will get a review. First R will be printed, then E will be printed, then V will be printed, I, E, W. We can also display the string in the same line. Next we will study all the operations which are used in the string. In Python there are various operations to manipulate the string. If you manipulate means to change, to make changes. So there are three types of operations which we will study in this chapter, that is basic operators, membership operators, comparison operators. Now we will study them one by one. First is basic operations. Two basic operators that are used in the string to manipulate the string. First is string concatenation operator. Concatenation means addition, to add one string to another string. This operation is used to concatenate two or more strings. For example, we have taken s1 is equal to hello, s2 is equal to world. Now we have taken another string, that is s is equal to s1 plus s2. So we have concatenated, we have added both the string s1 plus s2. So in the output we will get hello world. Hello world will be displayed. Next we have taken 4. Since it is enclosed in single quotes, so it is a string 4 plus 5, which is equal to 45. Please note that if we add 4 plus 5, we will get 9 as an output. But since it is enclosed in single quotes, so it is a string. So it represents a string. So 4 के आगे 5 ऐड हो जाएगा, ठीक है, 4 के आगे 5 लग जाएगा. So we will get 45 as an output. Next example, ABC plus 1 2 3. So in the output we will get ABC 1 2 3. But we cannot add one string to integer value. Then we will get the error. For example, ABC we have written in the single quotes. So it represents a string ABC plus 1 2 3. 1 2 3 is an integer value. So we cannot add a string to integer. So it will display an error. We will get an error. Next operator, that is string replication operator. This is an asterisk. So what does it do? This operator is used to replicate two strings. Means to create copies of strings. For example, we have written hello and then we have multiplied it with 2, asterisk 2. So hello will be displayed 2 times. If we use 3, then hello will be displayed 3 times. When two strings are used with asterisk operator, then it will return error. For example, hello multiply with world. We cannot use two string with asterisk operator. So we will get an error. Can't multiply sequence by non-int of type str. Next we will study about membership operators. This is also very important. Membership operator. So in this we are checking whether a substring is a part of a string. So we are checking whether one string is a part of another string. These operators are as follows. First is in operator. This operator returns true if the substring exists in a string. Now what is substring? Substring is a part of a string. Okay. So this operator returns true. Output में हमें true मिलेगा if the substring exists in a string. तो अगर वो string के अंदर already present है, अगर वो string का part है, then we will get answer true. Otherwise false will be displayed. For example, H in hello. So H is in the string, that is hello. So we will get true. The in honesty is the best policy. Please note that it is in the lowercase. Okay, it is in lowercase, and in the string it is in the T letter is in the uppercase. So we will get false. Okay. Next is the in honesty is the policy. So since the is a part of the string, so we will get true. Next we have taken two strings. S is equal to hello and S1 is equal to hello world. Now we are checking whether S is in S1, means S is a part of S1, so it will return true. Not in operator. There is a typing mistake, please correct it. This operator returns true if the substring does not exist in a string. So इसका opposite होता है ये जो अभी हमने पहले पढ़ा, that is in operator. So now we are checking that it is not in the string. Okay, not in operator. So it returns true if the substring does not exist in a string and returns false otherwise. For example, A not in hello. Okay, so we will get true. The not in honesty is the best policy. So we will get false. Next we have taken three strings, that is S is equal to hello, S1 is equal to hello 1 2 3 world, S3 is equal to 1 2 3. Now we are checking whether S3 is in S1 or it is not in S1. Okay, so we have written S3 is not in S1, S3 not in S1, so that will return false. Next we will study about comparison operators. Comparison operator, as you already know that comparison operator is used to compare the two strings. Okay, is used to compare the two strings. These are also called relational operators. So suppose we want to check less than, greater than, equal to, not equal to, less than equal to, greater equal to. See, okay, so all this you already know. You can see it yourself. I am skipping it. Next topic, that is string slice. So slicing, okay. In this we are dividing the string into small part. Okay. So if we divide a string into small parts, that becomes a substring. Okay. As we have already studied, that substring is a part of string. So we can divide the strings. Next we have taken s, in the bracket we have written -3 colon -5. So blank space will be displayed. Similarly, you can try the other example. Next, coming to the built-in, first is capitalize. This function is used to convert first character of string to capital letter. We have taken a string s1 is equal to Python program. Then we have written command s1 dot capitalize. So Python program will be displayed. First character will be in capital letter. Please note. Next is sended with the specified character. Function is used to return the string. Next is count. This function is used to return the number of occurrences of a substring in a given string. For example, we have taken a string s is equal to program publisher. Now we have written a command s dot count p, capital P. So here we are counting the occurrence of character, that is p. So capital P only comes once. It only comes one times. So in the output we will get 1. Next is ends with. Ends with. This function returns true if a string ends with a specified suffix. If not, then it will return false. You can see the example. Next is find. This function returns the index of the first occurrence of the substring. So if we want to find any character, or if we want to find the character which represents that index value, then we can use this function, that is find function. Next is index. Index. This is used to represent the index of a substring. It returns the index value. Next is all num. This function returns true if all characters in the string are alphanumeric and false otherwise. If all the characters are alphanumeric, then we will get an output that is true. Otherwise we will get false. Okay, understood? You can see the example. Next is alpha. This function is used to return true if all the characters in the string are alphabets. अगर string में सभी characters alphabets हैं तो हमारे पास output में true आएगा. Otherwise it will return false. For example, we have taken a string s1 is equal to hello world. Now we are checking whether all the characters are alphabets. So if there is a space, then we will get false as an output. If there is not, and if there is no space in the string, we will get true as an output, since all the characters are alphabets. So don't get confused. Also, we have taken an example s3 is equal to hello world 1 2 3. So since there are 1 2 3 in this string, this is not alphabet. All alphabets are not there, so it will return false. Next is digit. This function returns true if all the characters in the string are digit. अगर सिर्फ वो नंबर से बनी हो string, so it will return true. Otherwise it will return false. Next is lower. This function returns true if all the alphabets in the string are in lowercase. ठीक है, all the alphabets are lowercase, small. Otherwise it will return false. Next is space. This function returns true if there are spaces, if there are only white space characters in the string. Otherwise it will return false. Next is upper. This function is used to return whether or not all the characters in the string are in uppercase or not. So we are checking whether all the characters of the string are in uppercase or not. Next is join function. This function returns a string concatenated with the elements. So if we want to join one string with another string, we can join them. Next you can see the other functions like ljust, rjust, lower. Lower is opposite of upper. Then next function is upper. This function is used to convert all the uppercase characters in a string into lowercase characters, or we can also convert the uppercase character into lowercase character. Next is length function. This function returns the number of characters in the string. Okay, if we want to check the length of the string, that how many characters are there in the string. Next is max function. This function returns the largest character or element in a string. Next is min function. This function returns the smallest character or the element in a string. Next we can also sort the array using the sorted function. Okay, sorted function is used to sort the characters of the string based on ASCII value. ASCII means American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Next is lstrip, rstrip. What does strip function do? Strip function is used to return a copy of the string with leading or trailing characters removed. So it will remove the spaces, it will remove the blank white spaces, and then it will return the string in the output. Next is replace function. This method is used to return a copy of the string where all occurrences of a substring is replaced with another string. I hope everything is clear to you. If you still have any doubt, you can ask in the comment box. Thank you.